everybody, my name is Hope and welcome back to my channel. I like musicals, they're a part of my life, and today we're going to be talking about whether musicals need romance to succeed. Now this is going to be a bit more of an informational video. I've tried to make it as interesting as possible. It's kind of going to be like video essay style, but it's just going to be me talking. I just thought this was an interesting point to make, and I think I make valid points in the video, so I don't think this really needs much explanation, so without further ado, let's get into it. So at this point in time, around 25 musicals are set to open on Broadway within the next year, with a lot of theatres having either unannounced or empty theatres for the coming months. And 15 of these 25 musicals contain a romantic interest of some sort that I'm aware of. I don't know every single show on Broadway, but of the ones that I do, there are 15, which to me is an overwhelming amount. So I think it begs the question, do musicals need romance to succeed? Out of the past 10 Tony Award winners for Best Musical, which are Memphis, Book of Mormon, Once, Kinky Boots, A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder, Fun Home, Hamilton, Dear Evan Hansen, The Band's Visit, and A Hadestown, 9 out of the 10 musicals that won contained a romantic entanglement with the protagonist, with the only other one being surrounded by the Mormon religion and does contain romance within the story among other characters. So why is it in every musical? Well, romance is an easy way to forward a story or show the development of characters from beginning to end. For example, in Mean Girls musical, Katie's development throughout the show is highlighted by her relationship with Aaron. While it's not the full focus of the show itself, the way that Katie and Aaron begin as interested, get close, drift apart, and then go close again gives the story momentum and a subplot that gives substance to the show without seeming forced. But in general, it's the simplest way of forwarding a story, because when you eliminate the element of romance, you have to think of another way to develop your characters and advance your plot, because you'll find that for some reason a lot of characters change their personalities because of a breakup or because they didn't like how the other one reacted even though they were the ones who were being a bad person. But does this mean that any musical without romance won't succeed? No, but it doesn't make it any easier. For example, everyone's talking about Jamie. The musical doesn't contain a romantic plot for any of its characters, which as you can probably guess by now is a rarity. And the musical didn't actually premiere in London but in Sheffield at the Crucible Theatre on February of 2017 and didn't transfer onto the West End until around 10 months later, with the Sheffield production only having 4 weeks of rehearsal and only 19 performances. Mika Burns, hopefully I've pronounced that correctly, the producer of Everyone's Talking About Jamie, even said that the way that the production came to be at the Apollo Theatre in London is an almost unbelievable story of chance, moments, goodwill, and the community that is the British theatre. But Jamie has proved that not all musicals need romance to succeed, as the musical has grown, with the movie set to come out later in the year. But I think there is one thing that a musical does need to succeed, and that's love. And you're probably thinking that's the exact same thing, but it's not. Love is not necessarily romance between characters, but can be through family, friendship, or from a person to their interest. Love is what makes a musical strong and gives motivation for characters' actions throughout its show. In Jamie, it's a love for drag, Pretty, and being himself. In Come From Away, it's a love for each other and the community around them. And in Billy Elliot, it's a love for ballet. If you could think of a musical, I can guarantee that love is a factor, because love is such a universal thing that it allows anyone to relate to something within the musical and therefore generate success. I think I could go through every single musical that I know of and find someone in that show loves something or someone or somewhere. And I think that is the big make or break thing. You don't need romance. It's sort of just an easy way to develop your plot, and although it can be done really well, it's nice to have musicals that aren't totally centered around love. Because if you're thinking in realistic terms, the majority of couples that you would see in shows usually probably wouldn't last, and you can't think that every single musical couple is endgame and will last forever, because that's just not realistic to real life. But something different to that is love. I feel like everybody loves somebody or something or somewhere, and that's why people like musicals so much, because there's always something that you can relate to, even if it's not the direct focus of the plot or the show or the story or whatever. So what do you think? Do you think that musicals need romance to succeed? Do you think they need love? Or do you think they need something else? Because, you know, I've had a think about it, and I think love is the one thing that I think all musicals need to succeed. And obviously I know a lot of musicals are very depressing, and I think that's where love shines and that you can like truly see it, if that makes sense. So I know this video was really short. I wasn't expecting it to be that short, but it is, and so you're just gonna have to deal with that. So, you know, comment your thoughts down below. Tell me what you think, because I would love to know. You know, if you're interested, you can follow me on Instagram at x@WilsonX, or you can follow me on Twitter at Hope Wilson with 2 N's and an underscore, or you can follow me on TikTok, which is HopeWilson45. All of them, well, I say that. My TikTok is musical theatre content. The other 2 are just kind of more social content, and I never look like I'm active on there, but I am, and I'll reply to you. I get DMs sometimes, and they're nice and cool and whatever, but you know, thank you for watching this video. Like it if you liked it. I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so if you could do that, that would be cool. I would enjoy that, but obviously you do what you like, you do you. So, you know, yeah. So thank you so much for watching. Keep enjoying musicals as much as me, and I will see you in the next one.